Jana, thank you so much for joining me today. How are you?
Thank you for having me on. I'm good, and you?
Yeah, very good, thank you. So for those who don't know Jana, you have obviously been on this year's series of The Apprentice, which we're going to be talking about today. Can we just start at the beginning? So why did you decide to go on the show?
So I decided to go on the show because I saw a dentist on it last year, and before last year, I think I last watched the show probably about a dozen years ago when I was
Right.
in high school. Used to watch it after school, and it just looked really fun. I thought it would be a great way to go on the show to get some publicity. I've just opened up my new business den studio, and I thought it would be a great way to get more patients in. And speaking to Paul from last year, I know that him and his brother got lots of patients from the back of it. So I thought,
Great.
hey, let's go in, have fun, and see what we can do.
Amazing. So how has your experience been so far? I know it's been a few weeks in, but how has it been for you so far?
So my experience has been great. I think this year's quite a bit different from last year.
Okay.
So I think last year was a little bit older, a little bit more mature. I think this year's got to do a lot more entertainment. So far, we've had 3 weeks, and in those 3 weeks, I've been voted on a lot of these orders and websites that I'm one of the favorites to win.
Really
Uh,
good.
so yeah, on that side, it's good. I just hoped I had a little bit more airtime than you'd seen me so far.
Absolutely. So it's obviously been revealed that you end up leaving the show. Can you tell us what led to that decision?
Sure. As I said from the start of the show, I came on the show to have fun. I wanted to be a really good experience, and it has been. It's been an amazing experience being able to travel to Austria, make a pop star, and a discount buying task. I just felt that from episode 1 to 2 and 3, I was doing all of these great deals that you see small little snippets of, but it never really lands in the boardroom. And I just didn't think I got the praise I wanted from Lord Sugar. I just felt like
Mm-hmm.
maybe he didn't see me as someone he wanted to invest in, and that's how I read it after episode 3. So I think from then onwards, I was just like, you know what, I think the people over here that want it more than I do, and I just didn't think it would be appropriate for me to carry on staying. And of course, as a dentist, you always have to respect your profession and put your profession in a good light. So
Absolutely.
when I thought things of the show might not have been so professional for me, I decided, hey, it's important to put my profession first, and that's why I took a step back.
So knowing what you know now, would you have done anything differently?
Knowing what I know now, well, this season, if you are tuned in, is a lot different to last season's one. I think last season was a bit more older, a bit more mature. This season, they've definitely spiced it up. It's been compared to the Love Island quite a lot, so I can see that's a lot more entertaining. I think if I was to play it smart, what I would have done is, instead of trying to be all trim and proper, I would have just been a bit more entertaining. Said some
Yeah.
wild offers going in there that would have probably got me a bit more screen time, and just been a bit silly with it, because it's an entertainment show. I thought I was
Yeah,
going
absolutely.
on more of a business show, but it's a TV show, and I was a bit naive in that sense. So I would have just made myself a bit more entertaining and funny.
So obviously with you on the show, we have dentistry in the spotlight as well. Would you say this is a good thing for dentistry, or do you think there are any downsides to it too?
I think it's a good thing for me to represent the profession with, so far from up to episode 3, you do see me being proper and trim. But I think it's
Mm-hmm.
also important for the profession to make sure that we have a fun side to it as well, and show our personalities, and have a laugh. I got told that this year from one of the producers, they had more dentists audition to be part of the show
No
than they ever had.
way.
So I was surprised by it, but then knowing how well Paul did last year, I can imagine those people who would want to go on, and get that same spotlight. So
Yeah.
I think it's really positive, and I just hope that people continue to enjoy watching me on the show.
Perfect. Well, Jana, thank you so much for joining me today, and it's been great to hear about your experience on the show.
Well, thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.